Hello and welcome everybody. This is a video I have been asked to do for a long time. The question is, how do you structure a 1000 meter race for masters? A 1000 meter race and a 2000 meter race both are distances the body can naturally not perform. So the body can either do a sprint, which is up to 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds, or it could do a long distance race. That's very good. So talking about 45 to 60 minutes, maybe half an hour plus. But these 3 minute, 4 minutes, 6, 7, 8 minute, that's something that is not easy to do for the body. And there are certain, waypoints in a race that feel very difficult. Usually we see in a 1000 meter race a quite hefty start. After 200 meters, most athletes realize that, whoa, this is still another 800. I better become more efficient. Now, if you have to change your technique after 200 meters to have your race course stroke or your middle part of the race stroke, this is not going to be very good for your body, because on the first 200 you just build up a lot of lactate, and that lactate is not very likely to be used by the muscles to generate more energy because the intensity is too high. The other way to go off the start is to immediately get into your race pace, and this is what I suggest. So if you want to do, let's say you want to do a 4 minute straight in a single over 1000 meters, then it's very good to try to get off the start block, so you're going to have 2 minute split on the first 500 and a 2 minute split on the second 500. Chances are good that for the last 200, 250, you can do something special. But if you start off with a 150, 145 or 140 for the first 200 and then go to 2 minutes and think, oh, just caught up a bit. No, it doesn't work, because now you have to carry on that extra lactate that was generated in the muscles all through the entire part of the race, and this is actually in your way. It doesn't help you. So first up, I suggest get into the race, get the race speed you are looking for right away after the start. Now, usually about 60 seconds, maybe 70, 75 seconds into a race, you reach that point where the lactate starts to become more and more and more. So you have cumulative lactate in your muscles, which cannot be reused by the muscles to produce more energy. There's a video on nutrition and lactate, and that's all explained how lactate is actually reused. So just the basic fact, lactate is nothing bad, but it's usually reused to produce energy if you're in low intensities. If you go to high intensities, lactate is not being reused. It's just becoming more and more and more in your muscles, and it changes the pH value of your blood, and therefore it starts to become very uncomfortable. Now, what do you do after 65 to 75 seconds if you have started too quick? It's a problem. It's probably not going to be the best race of your life. Might be a very good one, you might still win, but you could be faster. Around 3 minutes or around 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes into a race, this is where usually the tolerance for lactate is enough. You have no more tolerance to build it up, because it's just the pain is a lot. So this is usually, so after 2.5 to 3 minutes, people start to feel a lot of fear. Can I handle that race? Can I keep up the pace? Is this rower next to me going to give him eventually? Is he just stronger and controls me? A lot of fear, pain. It's very uncomfortable. And you got to be aware that everybody is hit by this hammer at this part of the race. It's not just you who suffers, it's everybody. So at the 3 minute mark, you just got to tell yourself, I'm suffering, probably the others are suffering as well. So now the question is, who can deal with it better? The thing that hurts the most is the insecurity, whether or not you're the only one who feels that much pain at this moment of the race. If you are sure that everybody feels that, it's much easier to deal with, because then you can attack and say, okay, I can handle the challenge. And so My advice to go for a sprint is to do it when everybody is busy suffering. This is what I tell my athletes on a 2,000 meter race. You gotta attack when everybody is just busy handling this insane amount of lactate in the body. And this is usually after 2.5 minutes. This is the hard part. If you can condition yourself to attack precisely there, then you got it. This is also something I work on with all my masters athletes who I coach. So I don't just coach elite level athletes, I also coach masters athletes. It's just as much fun. I structure the training plans in a way that we train a lot of high intensities that target specifically this zone of a race, and it teaches my athletes to be able to attack when it hurts the most. So their bodies become conditioned to be able to go for it when everybody is busy suffering. But you can't just do a lot of intensities and think the body's going to handle it. No, you got to prepare it well. So you need a lot of basic endurance in the winter. Structure that. Don't always do the same thing. Structure within the levels, and then do a lot of specific high intensity training. That's not only high intensity training, it's also mental training. It's all in one. And if you're able to do that, you will get the most out of your physiology, the most out of a rowing technique. So to sum it up, my advice, start the race intelligently, don't go off crazy. I know in eights and quads you need to build up boat speed quickly, but still, stay calm. Watch the German 8, how they do it, and this is Olympic level, absolutely world-class level of rowing. Even they don't shoot out the blocks, they just try to get their, cruising altitude, and this is what I suggest you get after the start. After getting cruising altitude, wait for the hammer. It's going to be around 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and then you really start to wind it up, because every bit of lactate you accumulate at this stage of the race doesn't have to be endured by the body forever. It's only 1.5 minutes, it's 90 seconds, and this is something we all can cope with. All right, and for the rest, that's a lot of training, a lot of technique, a lot of right structuring the training plan, and a lot of experience, and a lot of fun. In the end, we just do it all for fun. All right, guys, I hope this makes it all clear. I wish you a very good day. If you have not already subscribed, do it now. If you have more questions, want to get more coaching deals, or know how the coaching works, go to rmtraining.com and have a very good day. Bye-bye.